The somatic body can be described as a mini internal city, and this internal city is made up of emotions, memories. It's made up of our nervous system, and so basically it picks up triggers that are within our outside world. So this can be considered the living body. So hi, my name is Samantha, and welcome back to my channel. So if you are a person that completely avoids physical touch, such as hugs, kisses, pats on the hand, a warm embrace, typically, obviously, it makes you feel really uncomfortable. But what is interesting is that human beings are very community oriented, and that we need physical touch for our well-being. So oftentimes when some sort of physical touch is not wanted, then obviously there's been some form of trauma that has happened within the individual's life. And in my opinion, a trauma and a wound is basically trauma. What happens is there is a split within the self, so in order to be able to adapt to a situation. So oftentimes inner child work is very helpful when it comes to having the ability to be okay with being physically touched. So I am a light worker. I am not a professional, so please do not take this as medical advice. But I felt this video would be very helpful for people that have a hard time with being touched. So human beings have a natural, for our well-being, we need to be close with other people. We need to have a bond with other people. So when this bond is separated, we try to pretend that we really don't need hugs or kisses or to be able to be embraced. And it's actually like very important for a human being to be connected physically. So oftentimes inner child work is very helpful when it comes to trying to mend that particular issue. So an inner child work is different for everybody, but personally inner child work is basically having the ability to give that child that didn't have a voice and give it a voice. So this could include listening to what it has to say. So oftentimes what happens when our hand is brushed or somebody wants to give us a hug is our most natural instinct is to pull away from the person. And that's so unfortunate because human beings are community-oriented people. So when we feel the need to recoil or draw into ourselves, it means that we don't feel safe, or something is going to be taken, or somebody's going to, the person that's giving the hug or the kiss is going to take it the wrong way. So there's a lot of thinking involved and a lot of reaction. So what is very helpful for me, because I'm a person that doesn't like to be touched, when I feel that somebody wants to give me a hug or embrace, I always like to ask myself, what is it that I feel is going to be taken away, and focus more of the attention on what is it that I'm gaining out of this experience. And it could be rising of oxytocin levels, which is the love hormone or the bonding hormone, or maybe I made the other person feel good by having giving the hug back, or possibly the ability to being able to have the awareness that people are in need of physical touch. So maybe this person is having a lot of anxiety or depression, and this person that was able to give me a hug, maybe I could lower that state of mind for them. So oftentimes, obviously we live in a really corrupt world. So oftentimes there have been policies in schools where children are not allowed to be touched, or if you go into any sort of restaurant, you will see that we're separated into groups. So there's not a lot of connection involved. There's not a lot of talking involved. There's not really a lot of bonding going on. So that's why people a lot of times pick up habits, because what they're really doing is they're wanting that bond, but they don't realize it oftentimes. So cigarettes, smoking, alcohol, drugs, people that are addicted to sexual intercourse oftentimes are not addicted to the act itself. It's more of the bond that has been severely broken. So like I said, I am not a professional. However, I felt this video would be very helpful for some people, and I noticed that just people, a human need for physical touch is extremely important. If you were to look at a litter of puppies or kittens, and the puppies and kittens were never touched or embraced, they would die. Because every living being, or every human being, needs physical contact. So if you are a person that has a hard time being touched physically, then it's very helpful to, I noticed that when I'm in a warm environment, such as hot showers, saunas, baths, it very much helps with having that oxytocin release in the brain. Touching a soft blanket or animals are obviously a safe one. Sharing is very helpful when it comes to having that bond, such as a meal, drink, maybe sharing a time together, like going out and shopping. So at least if you are a person that doesn't like to be physically touched, then at least these are some personal tips that have helped me kind of create that bond with other people, and so hopefully this will be helpful. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Have a beautiful day. Bye.